Hello everyone, welcome to our Analytic Solutions channel. In this VBA tips and tricks video, you will be learning how to use the shell command. So before using the shell command, let's understand what is this shell and what is this shell command. Shell is nothing but an interface, a command prompt which will help us in executing some programs. The shell command in VBA will help us in opening an executable program or applications, that is .exe files. But before learning this, if you guys have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe so that you'll be getting more interesting videos like this. Right, let's go to the Excel file where we have few commands which we have used to run the executable programs using this shell command. If you go to this VBA and say Alt F11, there are a few programs which I have already written. So I'll be showing you how to work on all these things. But before that, let's see how the shell command works. This is a command shell and have the application and the window focus mode. The style of the window is open. Let's say I want to open a notepad. I'll just mention shell, the application name, notepad, and then the focus, how the window has to be opened. Now let me execute this program. I'll get this notepad opened. Now let's see how we can use other applications to open this files. Let's go to this. Let's understand the syntax first. The syntax is shell, path name, and the window style, how the application has to be opened. When I say path, the path name, it is actually a required parameter. And this is nothing but the executable application. The window style is actually option. It's an optional where it says how to open the window style. And you can see that I have mentioned few window style which is there in the parameter. So either you can mention the constant values or you can also mention the values here, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I say 0, the application is opened in hide mode. If I say 1, that will be like a normal focus, and if I say 2, then it is in the minimized focus, or 3 maximized focus, and 4 normal no focus. That means the application is not focused, that is not enabled, but still it is opened, and 6 will be minimized with no focus. Right, let's see how we can code this shell command and open our application. As I showed you here few examples, let's see how we can use this. I'll just insert one module and say sub open app notepad. So if you want to open this notepad, I just mention here shell and give a space. It will ask for the path name. The path name is nothing but the executable file, or you can mention the entire path. So now what we'll do is we'll just take this application name, because it is by default it will take the exe file path. I'll mention as notepad, and if I'm not mentioning anything, so by default it'll take, if omitted, the program started with minimized with focus, that is it'll go here, it'll take this as my default focus. But if you want to mention, I can mention any of these values, or I can mention this constant values as well. So what is that constant value? When I say comma, I'll get these options. So I can select any of these options. So either I can mention the values, or I can mention the Windows style constant values. Now let's say I'll take this maximized focus. So I mentioned shell, then the app, and then the focus. Let me execute this. I can see the notepad is open. It is such simple. Now how to get this exe file? So that is very simple. You can use this command R button, we'll get this run dialog box where whatever application name I mention here, the application opens. Say, for example, I'll mention WinWord, which will help us in opening Word file. Let me say OK. Now the Word file will open. So the same thing I can actually use in this place to open the file or say open the application. Let's go here, sub open app WinWord shell mention WinWord comma. Now you can mention the type of window style you want to open. I'll select this maximized focus. Let's execute this. When I execute this, the Word application will open. So this is how you can actually open the apps. If you go here, I have mentioned all the apps which you can open here. That is Excel, you mention Excel. If you want to open PowerPoint, you can just mention this PowerPoint, then MS Access, Outlook, or any application. I can also open the calculator. So sub open app calc. Let's mention shell and mention calc, comma, and we'll say normal focus now. Say normal focus. Normal focus is nothing but the application previously which has been opened. So what is the focus and the size what it is having? Let's run this and we'll get this calculator opened. So it is that simple. You just have to mention shell, the app name, and the window style which you want to open. If you ignore, then it will have a default minimized focus. Right. This is for mentioning the exe file. But suppose if you want to open a particular exe file, it can be any other exe file, then you have to mention the complete path. Let's assume I want to open Chrome, that is the internet page, that is the Chrome page. So you have to go and locate where the application is available. So in my system, it is in program files, Google, Chrome application. So how to find this? Let's open the Explorer. We'll go to the C drive, then program files, and then we have this Google. Go to this Chrome application. Here I can see the exe file. It says application. Now I'll take this path, take the path, and then we'll say sub open app Chrome. Say shell, mention the entire path with the application name. You can copy this and mention .exe. Now you can mention the window style. You go here. Let's say I'll take it as maximized focus. Let's execute this. You can see that my web page got opened. So likewise, you can open any other exe files by using this shell command. So I've used few other exe files. Suppose if you think that you have some exe files in your system, you can go and you can mention the path and open that file. Alright, this is for the shell command. We have another method of opening the apps, that is active Microsoft app. So if you go here, I mentioned that as well. This active Microsoft app is actually used to open the Microsoft apps. It is simple. You have to mention the active Microsoft app with the index number. You can see the index number here. It says if you want to open calculator, it is 0, Word, it is 1, PowerPoint 2, then likewise, say Outlook is 3, Access is 4, then Foxpro 5, Project 6, and the Schedule Plus is 7. So the Microsoft application there are some values which we can actually open along with this active Microsoft app. Let's see how this actually works. Let's go to our VBA mode. I just have to mention the application.active Microsoft app and the index number. Let's try this. Say sub open app, say app index. You just have to mention application dot app active Microsoft app, say space. You just have to mention the name here, or you can also mention the number. Let's say I'll mention it as 0, which is actually used for opening calculator. If I just run this, I'll get the calculator here. Suppose if you want to have an input by the user and then open the application, so what I can do, I'll go here, say dim. Let's take a variable for storing this input from the user and then open the app, say integer. So I'll take this inti equals input box, enter app number. Right. So this will take the input of the index number what the user is mentioning, and I can mention this here. So once the user mentions the index number, the application is opened based on the index number mentioned by the user. Let's run this. It will ask for the app number. I'll say 0 and say OK. Now the app is opened. So this is how you can actually open any applications by mentioning the index number. So this is what we have for this video. That is, we learnt about the shell command, which uses the path and the exe file name to open the applications, and we also saw how to use this active Microsoft app with index number to open the Microsoft applications. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for getting more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching this video.